Hey everyone, welcome back to Monterey, California. Toby Fernie here. I am sitting at the new eXp Realty office, located at 261 Webster Street. We're just 2 blocks off of Historic Alvarado Street. Now, if you're new to the area or coming through town for a visit, you're definitely going to want to check out Alvarado Street. I'm going to be doing a guided walking tour, going over some of my favorite restaurants, coffee shops, bars, places for entertainment, and things to do on Historic Alvarado Street. As always, if you need any help with real estate, be sure to give me a call, send me a text or an email, and let me know how I can help you reach your goals. All right, we're gonna start this tour on the right-hand side of Alvarado Street if you are walking towards the ocean. One of the first restaurants and locations we're going to be taking a look at is Perfectly Pressed. If you're looking for healthy juices, that's a good option. Right next to it is the Old Monterey Cafe, which is a delicious breakfast restaurant on the top 5 of my favorite breakfast restaurants in Monterey. Toribashi is a Japanese restaurant. They have really good ramen. And then coming up on the right-hand side, it's not open yet, but Ad Astrid is going to be a bakery that's going in on Alvarado Street. They used to be in Seaside. They make really good pastries and bread there. If you're looking for another healthy option, we have Pacific Bowls and Rolls, which has poke bowls and sushi. Right after that is Medici. It is an Italian restaurant. They have very good pizza in the Naples style. Right after that is Revival. It's the only ice cream place on Alvarado Street. They have very unique flavors, very popular location. During the summertime, there's often lines down the street. Petra Cafe is a Mediterranean food if you're looking for something fast casual. And right next to that is Red's Donuts, which is a bit of a staple in Monterey if you're looking for a donut. The Whiskey Room is a great location to grab a drink. According to the owner, it is one of the largest collections of whiskey in the state of California. And right next to the Whiskey Room is Hellam's Tobacco Shop. You can purchase cigars there, different tobacco products. This is often where I go to purchase champagne when I have clients who have just closed on purchasing a home here in Monterey. Coming up is the Golden State Theater. This is a location where you'll be able to find musicians, comedy acts that come to Monterey. It's a really unique theater in there with a lot of history, and it's a smaller venue. So some great acts come to town. I recently saw Dana Carvey, Jerry Seinfeld, Sebastian Maniscalco. If you're in the mood for a burger, Sir Burger is a good option. While I've only had appetizers and drinks at Cibo, so I can't speak too much to their Italian food when it comes to their full menu, it is a great location for grabbing a drink. and they often will have live music. They do jazz on different nights of the week, so it can be a good option if you're looking for live music. This is Portola Plaza. The Portola Plaza Hotel and Spa is a place where people come. There's a conference center here, so many people come in town to go to conferences there, and it's a really nice hotel. It's centrally located right off Alvarado Street and near the ocean and the wharf. Monterey County is one of the largest producing counties for wine in the state of California, and there are plenty of wineries in the area, many tasting rooms down on Alvarado Street. We just passed Puma Road, which has a tasting room right off of Portola Plaza. Another place to grab a glass of wine is Sovino, and they have a really nice atmosphere in there. Sometimes they'll do trivia or music there. C-car adventures can be fun if you're looking to drive around. There are these small cars that are convertibles that are a fun way to tour around and see downtown Monterey. And right next to there is a good option if you are looking to rent a bike. Adventures by the Sea. There is the Montereybay recreational trail, which runs all the way from Marina to Pebble Beach, and it's a fun way to travel around and see Monterey and go along the coast. At the end of Alvarado Street and Portola Plaza, you will come to the wharf area. On the left-hand side here is the Pacific House, which is part of the Historic Adobe's tour of Monterey. On the right-hand side here, we have a museum that's dedicated to Dali, and they have many replicas and artwork and paintings of Dali. All right, walking back the other direction on Alvarado Street, of course, no town or street would be complete without a Starbucks, so there is a Starbucks on Alvarado Street. Right next to Starbucks is Albatross Ridge, which is another location where you can grab a glass of wine. Now, coming up on the right-hand side here is where the Ocio Theater was located. This was a unique theater that had indie movies and a nice coffee shop there. Unfortunately, the Ocio Theater closed during COVID. Hopefully it will be open at some point. And right in front of the Ocio, you can find the back entrance to the Crown and Anchor, which is a really unique bar in Monterey. You will often find locals at the Crown and Anchor. They have a nice drink selection and bar food there. It's a good place if you're looking for a British pub and a fun place to hang out. A good place to grab coffee on Alvarado Street is Plume's Cafe. It's very historic in Monterey, been around for a really long time. Comanche Cellars has a tasting room on Alvarado Street, another good option if you're looking for a place to grab a glass of wine. There are a couple of pharmacies on Alvarado Street, including Walgreens, if you're looking to go to a pharmacy. One of my favorite restaurants and establishments in Monterey is Alvarado Street Brewery. It is located on Alvarado Street, and there's also one located in Carmel by the Sea. Great place if you're looking to watch sports, grab a beer. They do have outdoor seating in the front and then also a beer garden in the back. Rosine's is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's a good option if you're looking for a place to get breakfast or lunch. And then for dessert, they have some of the most outrageous desserts. It seems like one piece of cake there could be a week's worth of calories, but they're very good. Across from Rosine's is Britannia Arms. It is another British pub, just like the Crown and Anchor. Another good option if you're looking for a place with some atmosphere to grab a drink. Coming up on the right-hand side is Alejandro's, and they share a space with El Charrito. El Charrito is open for breakfast and lunch, and the entrance is located on Calle Principal, which is the street parallel to Alvarado Street, and Alejandro's is located on the Alvarado side street, and they are open for dinner. Both of those are great Mexican restaurants. In my opinion, El Charrito is the best Mexican food in Monterey County. There's one in Monterey and also one in Salinas too. Monterey, being the first capital of Alta California, is a town that is rich in history. Across the street is the Cooper Malera Adobe, which is part of the California State Park's Historic Monterey Adobe Tour. On the front side of Cooper Malera Adobe is Alta Bakery and Cafe. This is on my list for one of the 5 best coffee shops in Monterey. You can find a link to that video in the description below. Another video linked in the description below from living in Monterey, California is the Historic Adobe Walking Tour. You can learn more about the Cooper Malera Adobe and the other historic buildings that are on that Adobe tour. The Cooper Malera Adobe, along with having this garden here, is connected to Cella Restaurant and is an event location where people often have weddings. If you're a fan of craft breweries, Fieldwork is going to be another great option for you along with Alvarado Street Brewery. They don't have any food at Fieldwork, but it is right next to a Pete's Coffee, a Chipotle, and on the other side is a Trader Joe's where you can bring your own food over. Thank you for joining me on this walking tour of Historic Alvarado Street. If you're a buyer looking for your dream home in the area or a seller wondering the value of your home in today's market, be sure to give me a call, send me a text, or an email at toby.fernie@gmail.com. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for future content all about real estate and living here in Monterey, California. Click the icon to subscribe to more content from living in Monterey, California.